Assalamualaikum and selamat sejahtera. Today our group 11 will present about chapter 8, assurance and non-assurance related. So our group member consists of Nur Alia Fariza binti Zulkifli 01D82 3F1008, Nur Ain Jannah binti Junaidi 01D82 3F1024, and my name is Durin Batrisha binti Omar 01D82 3F1033. So the first one is assurance engagement. Assurance engagements are professional services provided by auditors and other qualified professionals to assess and provide assurance on the reliability of information. Second one is these engagements vary in scope and purpose, and they can be categorized into several types based on their objective and the nature of the information being examined. So the first is external audit. Auditor gives an opinion on whether the financial statements show a true and fair value. Auditor checks if the statements prepared by director follow accounting standard. And next one is review engagement. Auditor review financial statements with less evidence than a full audit. Report is given to the party requesting the review, such as bank directors, and many more. Um, Next is audit engagement. The definition of audit engagement is independent review of financial statements to check if they are true, fair, and comply with accounting standards. The objective is to provide reasonable assurance to stakeholders on the accuracy and reliability of financial statements. And the scope of audit engagement for auditors to collect evidence through testing, inquiries, analysis, and inspections to assess risk and give an opinion. Such an example, an external audit firm is hired to review a company's annual financial statements. Next is review engagement. Definition. Review engagement is limited review of financial statements to give moderate assurance, um, not as detailed as an audit, and for the objective, auditor concludes if the statements seem reasonable and follow accounting standards. And for the scope, review engagement uses fewer procedure, mainly analysis, inquiries with management, and basis checks. For an example, a bank requests a review a company financial statement before approving a loan. Lastly is compilation engagement. The definition of compilation engagement is preparing financial statements from information given by management, no assurance provided, and the objective is present financial information clearly without verifying accuracy. And for the scope, for accountant, only only organize data into proper financial statement format. So for an example, a small business hire an accountant to prepare financial statements for internal use based safe based solely on records provided by management.
Now, let's look at Agreed Upon Procedures Engagement, or AUPs. An AUP is when an auditor performs only specific procedures that the client asks for. Unlike an audit, the auditor does not give an overall opinion. Instead, they only report the results of those specific checks. The main objective is to clear findings on the agreed areas so the management or stakeholders can make their own decisions. The scope is flexible. The client decides what needs to be checked, and other auditor designs procedures just for that. For example, if a company only wants its inventory reviewed, the auditor might check stock counts and records, then report the results, but without giving an opinion on the whole financial statement. Now let's move on to non-assurance engagements. Non-assurance services are professional services that don't provide assurance to users. Instead, they focus on helping management with advice, preparing information, or investigating issues, but without giving an independent conclusion. So, unlike audits, these services are more inward looking, supporting management directly. Let's go through the main types. First is internal audit services. Internal audit looks at risk management, internal controls, and governance. The objective is to help management work efficiently, follow rules, and protect assets. For example, reviewing a company's purchasing process to ensure everything is authorized and efficient. Internal audit is often called the third line of defense because it is not only finds problems but also suggests improvements. Next, let's look at forensic accounting and fraud investigation. This is a specialized service that digs into financial records to uncover fraud, embezzlement, or irregularities often for legal purposes. The objective is clear: to gather and analyze evidence of financial misconduct. For instance, if a company suspects an employee of inflating expense claims, a forensic accountant would carefully review the records, receipts, and payments to confirm whether fraud occurred. You can think of forensic accountants as financial detectives. They don't just crunch numbers, they follow money trails, interview people, and uncover hidden evidence. Their findings are often used in court, so precision and accuracy are extremely important. Moving on to consulting engagements. Consulting is about providing expert advice to improve organizational performance, whether in strategy, finance, operations, or even human resources. The objective is to guide management in making better decisions and achieving greater efficiency. For example, a consulting firm might help a retail company streamline its supply chain to reduce costs and speed up deliveries. Unlike audits or investigations, consulting is future oriented. Instead of focusing on past records, consultants focus on solving current problems and planning for the future. They often design solutions and may even help implement them. This flexibility makes consulting one of the most dynamic
So next,
non-assurance
I will
services.
continue with this slide is a tax advisor and compliance service. In other common type is a tax advisor and compliance service. This service include tax planning, preparation of return, and ensuring that the business compliance with tax law. The objective is to reduce the tax burn legal with avoiding penalty from non-compliance. Uh, a simple example would be preparing annual corporate tax return and advise a company on tax efficient investment and restoring option. Tax law are complex and consulting change. That's why tax advisor plays such as a key role. The notes only ensure compliance but also provide strategy that can save a company's sufficient amount of money while staying with a legal boundaries. Next, let's look at a business violation service. Valuation is all about determining a economic worth of a business or asset. The objective is to provide a fair and reliable estimate of value, usually for manager, equation, dispute, or investment decision. For example, before a large teach company acquires a startup, a business violation, a speed list might determine how much that startup is actual worth. This process is not as simple as looking at a financial statement. It involves a forecasting feature entering comparing with a similar business and using various valuation method. Investors, buyers, and even court depends on the valuation for making important
Okay,
decisions. We have IT consulting and advisor service. This type of service help organization design, implement, and manage their IT system and infrastructure. The objective is to ensure IT support business goal, improve efficiency, and strengthen cybersecurity. For example, a bank may ask IT consultant to set up a secure cloud-based system for digital banking. In today's world where data and technology drive everything. Its advisor is critical. It's not just about install a software. It's about protecting sensitivity information, ensuring system run smoothly, and helping business keep with a repeat a technology change. So, in conclusion, both of topics is first of all, agree upon produce engagements are specific and limited to agree areas. They don't provide ensure about give a factual finding that help management make a decisions. And for non insurance service border covering many different areas to support management but again with a providing ensure to outsiders. Both may different from traditional audits, but they are just important. They help organization build a trust, improve decision making, and achieve a long-term success.